My life? I don't know. Maybe I'm alive. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Whatever. Here we go. All right. All right. So, so, so it seems, it seems, it seems as if you know, I kind of like took my foot off the gas a little bit the past couple of days. I've been preoccupied. I've been preoccupied. Life, things happen in life, and I had a few shots taken out. I saw a few shots taken while I was kind of like a little bit, a little bit, you know, preoccupied, and I couldn't really do a rebuttal. I couldn't really react. I couldn't really say much. I couldn't do much about that. So, because of that reason and that reason alone, because of that reason and that reason alone, um, I was not able to, rebuttal. But now I dropped off my daughter, and now on my way back in traffic, as you can see, on my way back in traffic, as you can see, on my way back in traffic, as you can see, going back to home, New York City, going back, and I will make a formal video tonight. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be in traffic. I don't know how long I'll be stuck in hell. And because of that reason, and the reason that I don't know how long, I decided I'm going to start telling you what we will be discussing when I will go live later. Now, I have not looked as to who's on live, who's has a show later. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know, and I don't care because I have stuff to say, and I'm gonna say what I have to say. And even if I'm talking to myself, and believe me, I got no problem talking to myself, I will air out all my grievances. It will be the airing of grievances, and everybody will hear everything from my experience with diva artists that think their shit doesn't stink, to freaking guys that manipulate the freaking market with their bullshit ratio, exclusive freaking rarest in the freaking world comic books that aren't so rare because they were actually reused, to Barbie, Barbie, to the to freaking bags and boards. I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot to talk about, and I got a lot of unboxings to do. So that's what you're gonna hear from me. Okay? Now, so just a warning in case you're watching this and you don't like people with logical opinions, you're not gonna want to hear this from me. Now, if there's people that are writing in the chat right now, I can't see you because I'm driving and I'm a responsible human being and I'm driving hands free. I'm driving hands free and I'm responsible. I'm a responsible human being. I'm driving hands free and I can't look at the screen while I'm on here because I'm driving. Because that's what people do. They have to be responsible and they should not be freaking looking at digital devices as they're driving. So that's what I'm doing right now. So that's basically it. Looks like the traffic cleared up actually. I might have caught a break. I think I might have caught a break. Oh my God, the sun's might be shining on Journey for once in his life today. I think I got a no puffy. There's no puffy Disney clouds tonight. Where the hell are all the puffy Disney clouds? That's how you could tell it's a morbid day. If there's no puffy Disney clouds out, it's not a really nice. The sun is out, but it's kind of eh. It's kind of eh. It's kind of eh. It's kind of dreary with the sun out. If that makes any sense, it's kind of dreary with the sun out, and that's it. And that's it. That's I see from the corner of my eye, I see that there's people actually writing in there. And if you are writing in there, I'm not ignoring you. Maybe I'll go back after the replay and I'll be able to look at all the freaking people's things and I'll be able to address them as they go. But I'm not doing it now. Not doing it now because I'm a responsible human being. And that's what we do as responsible human beings. We do not look at digital devices as we're driving. You hear that? If anybody's waiting to pounce on me about freaking driving and using devices, I'm not. Hands free. Hands free, it's legal to be hands free. And that's the only thing that matters. As long as you're hands free. Look at this asshole. He just cut me off. He didn't even fucking put a signal on. He didn't fucking put a signal on. He fucking cut me off. No, another guy. Where's his signal? Where's his signal? Where are you? Where's your blinker light? Where do you know how to use a blinker light? How do you look at it? He's cutting another guy off. Look at this. Look at this fucking guy. Freaking cutting, zoom in and out. The freaking this guy put a blinker on. This guy put it. Yeah, all right, good for you. You put a blinker on. You tick, 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 tick. You put a blinker on. Good for you. Congratulations. You actually know how to drive, and you follow DMV protocol and how to drive instructions. That's what you do. That's what you do. You have to put a blinker on. You go into one lane, from the other lane. You have to put your signal on. You don't put a signal on, and somebody crashes into you. Then what happens? What happens? Is it your fault or is it the asshole that hit you's fault? Oh no, it's asshole because they hit you from behind. Well, you're the asshole that crossed over with the signal light. You didn't freaking put a signal light in, and you just crossed over. So if I hit you from behind, but you hit him from behind, so you're at fault. You're at fault, but you didn't fucking put a signal. Well, you should have seen him. He's in front of you. Well, no. How am I supposed to know he's going to cross over if he doesn't put a signal light in? No. You're supposed to know. You're supposed to know because you're a mentalist. You're a freaking mind reader. You're a freaking telepath. You should know. You should know if somebody's going to just cross over to one lane or another without using a signal light because there you go. That's what you're supposed to know. That's basically what you're supposed to know, and that kind of thing. So yeah. Thanks a lot, freaking. Yeah, so be careful. Put your mental caps on so you could read other people's minds whenever you're driving. Because if they cross over from one freaking lane into the other and you crash right into the back of them, guess what? By law, you're gonna be fucked. Why? Because you hit them from behind. You're better off zooming up really fast and having them sideswipe you and not getting hit from behind rather than getting hit from behind. That's basically what you should. I'm not going to tell you what to do because if I tell you what to do and then you get into trouble and you get crashed, then you're going to blame me. So don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just drive as you drive and don't worry about what I say. Don't worry about what I do and just drive. And I'll worry about these assholes. How's that sound? How's that freaking sound? Okay, all right. That's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna drive, and people are gonna cross over from one freaking lane to the other. Congratulations, you fucking morons. We'll give you your freaking license. You know? Actually, that's actually why I actually really believe that we should have everybody that's licensed as a driver should have to take the road test every couple of years. Every couple of years. I don't think that's out of the ordinary. Or maybe we'll be relaxed and we'll do it every 5 years. You have to take a road test every 5 years. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're inconvenience, you assholes. They can't drive. Sorry, but you know what? If you can drive, you go drive. You pass it. You got your license for another 5 years. No problem. How about that? We do that way. And then when you get to a certain age, like you become like an old mummy, and you become like 65, 70 years old, and you can't see in front of you, and you can't hear, and all that stuff, then you got to take it every year. Why? Because your reflexes are dying out because you're getting old. Sorry, guys, we all get old. And then you have to take. You take it every year. If you pass it, congratulations. You have the privilege to take it because it's a privilege. It's not a right. But driving is a privilege. It's not a right. Just so everybody understands it when they're clear about it. Privilege, not right. Privilege. That's how it works. So every 5 years, you should have to take a road test. And if you don't pass, guess what? You got to take the whole class over again, and then you get a penalty too. Yeah, you get a penalty too. You have to pay extra for taking an extra road test. That's how it works. That's how it works. And then the city will make more money, and maybe they'll leave us alone and not tax us more. They're going to keep taxing us. Don't get me wrong. They're going to keep taking our taxes and misusing them for all their things that they usually do. But at least maybe this will cause a reason for them not to additionally tax us on new stuff they haven't created yet. So maybe this will subdue them. And, and at the same time, at the same freaking time, at the same freaking time, maybe cause less accidents in our lives, maybe cause our insurances to go down. Hey, guess what? Guess what? We actually have proof of everybody that's on the road actually knows how to drive. Hey, maybe that should get our insurance premiums to go down. That's an idea. An idea. Oh, idea. I don't even know if anybody can hear me. That's the funny thing. I'm just ranting right now. It'd be freaking golden if all you get to see right now is me on the road in fucking traffic with me ranting, but you can't hear a damn thing. You can't hear a damn thing because audio doesn't work. And maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. I don't care. I'm getting off my chest. Okay, that's it. That's it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe should I turn this off or should I not turn it off? Or should I just keep? Maybe I should just keep driving. Maybe I should just keep driving and not say a word. And all you get to see is all the morons in front of me how they're driving. Because I'll tell you something. There's traffic right now. Why is there traffic? I don't know why there's traffic. Why is there traffic? Why? Why? Are we gawking? Are we looking at things? What are we doing? Why do we have traffic on a Sunday afternoon going back to the city? Why? Why? Because there's a lot of cars on the street? Big freaking deal. They should keep moving. Obviously, there's something bottlenecking us. Obviously, there's something that's delaying us. What is that thing causing? Is it an accident? Is it road work? What is it? Is it some moron that's going 5 miles an hour? What is it? What is it? Is it some chick that's on the side of the road with her boobs out that's making everybody slow down to watch her? I don't know. I don't know. What is the reason why we have traffic right now? Because this is my fucking life. This is New York, and we have traffic at all times, every day, all day. Why? Why? What is the reason? Can somebody please give me a reason why this is happening? Why am I being freaking tortured? Why am I being tortured in such a horrible way? Why? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. And I'm really freaking irritated. And you think I'm irritated now? You can wait till I stream later. Because I promise you, when I get home and I get situated, and I'm going to have a coffee in front of me, I'm going to have my cigarettes in front of me, I'm going to chill, I'm going to catch my breath, and I'm going to have a list, actual list that's written down of things I want to get off my chest. List, not just crazy shit that comes out of my mind. Now this is going to be with a premeditated list. And I'm gonna one by one, I'm gonna check things off the list, and I'm gonna basically tell everybody what I feel about it. And you know what? If you don't agree with my opinion, hey, guess what? We got the right to agree to disagree. And if you don't like that, no problem. Don't watch it. But if you do like that, that's great. You get to hear somebody talk about it about something that you're not willing to talk about. So hey, I'll talk about it. I'll be the bad guy. Why the hell not? I got no problem talking about stuff, But here's the thing: don't tell me my opinion's wrong. Don't freaking tell me my opinion's wrong. Why? Why don't tell me my opinion's wrong? Because it's my opinion, and it's my right to have my own opinion. And you're not the one that tells me whether my opinion is wrong, because it's an opinion. I don't say it's a fact. It's an opinion. Now, if it's something that's a fact, I'm going to tell you it's a fact, and you cannot deny a fact, because a fact is 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 a fact, and that's it. That's it. And you're not gonna detract from the fact. But when it's my opinion, you cannot tell me my opinion is wrong, because it's my opinion, and you can agree with it, you could disagree with it, you could like it, you could hate it. That's your prerogative, but it's my opinion, and I could say whatever I want, because at least until now, we got the right to say whatever we want to say until we get canceled, and then Google cancels us, and then the googly eyes, they basically put us through Google hell and algorithm hell, and then nobody will hear us. We could talk, but nobody will hear us. We could talk into the black abyss, and we could talk into the big void black hole of internet or whatever you want to call it. You could call it whatever you want to call it. But that being said, I'm just saying. I'm just again. I see like tick 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 tick, and from the corner of my eye, I see like things scrolling up and down on the side, but I can't see who's writing and what's being written. So if you're seeing something really obnoxious, I promise you, I'm gonna well, rewatch this later on. Maybe not later on. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe at a time where it's at my convenience, not your convenience. At my convenience, I will rewatch it, and I'm gonna watch all the live stream, and I'm gonna watch all the freaking all the things that are being written in there. And if somebody wrote something really obnoxious, I'm gonna freaking rebuttal it, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna. You can say something obnoxious as long as you don't disagree with me. You can say your own obnoxious opinion, and that's it. That is okay. You can have your opinion. You can have your opinion. I might not agree with it, but you can have it. You can have it. Same way I could have mine. So that's how it goes, and that's how it freaking goes. And that's. I hope this is getting through to everybody's thick freaking skulls. You know, don't freaking don't get on my wrong bad side. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if you get on my bad side, you're gonna be on my list. And you know what happens when you're on my list? Oh, you're gonna get it. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get it. That's right. It. Oh, that's right. That is basically right. All right. All right. All right. I think. Fuck. How many people are in here? I can't even see how many fucking people are in here. Is there like more than one person in here? Maybe there are. I don't know. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this fucking guy. Why do we have traffic right now? And now it's getting cloudy. It's cloudy. Cloudy. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's freaking 6:24 in the PM on a Saturday, on a Sunday. Not even a Saturday. On a Sunday. Going back to the city. Why? What the hell? Is Hamptons traffic? I'm not even close to the Hamptons. I'm freaking going to the city. It should be slower. It shouldn't be this much traffic. Holy shit! Getting a freaking aneurysm in my brain. That's what's happening. I'm getting freaking not happy. Not happy. So yeah. So most people when they sit and drive and decide to to be stuck in traffic, maybe they'll turn on the radio, maybe they'll listen to news, maybe they'll play something on the YouTube that they can listen to as they're driving. Maybe they'll call somebody and have a conversation. Well, I don't have anybody I want to talk to. I don't have anybody I want to talk to. I don't have anybody that wants to talk to me. So I'm not doing that. I'm not in the mood to listen to music. I've listened to a lot of music before. I was listening to music and I was doing sing along with my daughter, driving up and down the highways. That was fun. I did that. That's enough of that. I don't have anything that I want to listen to on the YouTube right now. Why? Because it's probably going to piss me off and get me more aggravated right now. So I don't want to listen to anything that's going to aggravate me even more. Because I got enough aggravation right now. So let me get all my aggravation out of the way first before I take on new aggravation. So I'm not listening to the freaking YouTube right now. I'm not freaking listening to the radio. I'm not freaking calling anybody right now because nobody wants to talk to me. And I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing any of that. And so what I do, I just start talking to myself. So I figured, well, as I'm going to just talk to myself, I figured as I'm just going to freaking talk to myself on the freaking car by myself as I'm driving in traffic and yelling at these assholes, crossing over with no signal lights and blinking and going 5 freaking miles per hour, if that much. I don't even think we're going 5 miles an hour. I think we're going like 3 miles an hour. I don't know. I don't think my speedometer could even reach 3 miles an hour. I think it just jumps up to 5 just to average it out because it won't let it go any lower than that because the speedometer is like, hey, if you're not going more than 5 miles an hour, why am I even working? That's what my speedometer is telling me. So there you go. So as I'm sitting here and I'm freaking blowing a gasket all by myself, I might as well stream it. And let everybody know how I'm feeling. Maybe that's what I'll do. Why? Because Because that's why. Do I have to have a reason? No. Reasons are overrated. Reasons are overrated. People every day, I have to have a reason. You have to have an agenda. You have to have no. I don't have to have anything. I could just do things because I'm doing them. How's that sound as an agenda? How's that sound? Because it came into my head and I'm doing it. Same way I draw. When I do my art. Guess what? Not because I have a agenda. I just decide I'm going to take a piece of paper or a canvas or a box or whatever the fuck I get and just start painting over it, or drawing over it, or inking over it, or whatever I do, or shitting over it, whatever I do. And now I'm working on it. Whatever's in my mind is going on that canvas. That's it, or paper, or box, or board, or wood, or whatever I'm using as my medium. And that's it. That's it. That's it. Freaking annoyed. Annoyed. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm annoyed to the point of maximum annoyance. Maximum annoyance. I'm annoyed with assholes that are freaking manipulating the market. I'm annoyed with assholes that think they're diva, superstar, freaking artists, and they're like wet behind the ear nobodies compared to like a real freaking legends of the freaking business. I'm freaking sick of freaking people putting only 98 and 99 backboards in a package that says 100 on there, that says 100 on there, that says a freaking 100 on there. But it's, oh no, 100 means 98 or 99. No, it does not mean 98 or 99. It means 100. 100. If you want to put 98 or 99 or 101, maybe, then you write approximately 100. You don't write 100. Otherwise, you're doing something fraudulent. You're basically doing, or you know what? Why don't you weigh it? Why don't you say, I'm going to sell you to by the pound? Whatever, how many boards come in there? I'm going to sell you by the pound. That's how it works. That's how it works. You like it or not, that's how it works. We go by the pound or the thickage. How about this? How about how thick the freaking pack is? How about how thick the freaking pack is? All right, so I'm annoyed with these freaking people. I'm annoyed with freaking. You go to the store and you go buy shit. You go and freaking buy shit, and they don't give you a freaking bag. Well, listen, I'll buy a bag. How about that? I'll buy a bag. No. We don't give bags. Period. I don't care if you're buying it or not. We're not gonna give you a bag. We're not gonna sell you a bag. We're gonna say fuck you. How you like that? We're selling you stuff. Now you carry it. You carry it and have it fall all over the place. In the rain, in the snow, and running all over the place, and all your shit is falling all over it, and people are stepping on it because they're not even helping you pick it up because your hands are full, and because people are freaking rude and horrible, and that's why. And then I'm talking about Barbie. How about Barbie? Let's talk about Barbie. Let's talk about Barbie. Let's elevate the women of the world. Let's make them super women, and let's get our feminism up. And I got no problem. Hey, you want to elevate women? Elevate women. Let's elevate women. Hey, they deserve all the accolades in the world. They deserve. Hey, but don't shit on men. Don't shit on men. While you're doing so, you don't have to shit on the other part of the gender. You don't have to shit on the other gender as you're elevating yours. Hey, I'm just saying, sooner or later you're gonna get a bunch of pissed off men, and they're gonna freaking talk back. You know why they don't talk back now? Because most of them still want pussy from the freaking women, and they're whatever she says. I don't agree with anything she says, but hey, I'm freaking a horny dude, and I need something. That's why basically what happens. That basically what happens. Well, you know what? Keep it in the pants, guys. Keep it in. Stick to your freaking guns. Be a freaking. Don't let anybody walk all over your freaking. Don't let anybody freaking walk all over you. And I assure you, they will come to you on their own, and they could be as, empowered as possible. They're still gonna need you the same way you need them. It's a mutual thing. The two genders need each other, at least for now. At least for now. Maybe in the future we'll eliminate the need for one. Hey, that's because future, and that's because technology. Maybe that will do it. But now No. And I'm not for any messages coming in from one group, whether it's the women or whether it's the men, that are basically devaluing the other gender in order to prop up theirs. And that goes for the women and goes for the men. And Barbie, I get what you're doing. I get it. You're clever freaking Barbie people. You're clever Mattel Barbie people. You're very, very clever. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into the later stream. But I'm not doing that now because now my thoughts are a little scrambled. And I'm not going to. I need to be more clear. I need to be more concise. Otherwise, people are going to think I'm a raving man bad, and I don't want to give out that impression. That I'm an example for the community. I'm here. I'm here to provide an example and to be a role model for the community. So I can't let off the impression that I'm a freaking ranting, raving madman. I can't do that. So I'm gonna save all my real thoughts and all my real grievances for the later stream. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. What the fuck is going on here? What the hell is going on here? Oh my God, I got a headache. Shut up, fucking guy. Why is he beeping? What the hell did I do just now? What did he do? Why is he beeping? Hey, asshole, why are you beeping? What, you want me to go faster? You want me to fucking go faster and fucking fly over all the assholes that are going slow motion in front of me? That's what you want? Hey, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll do, asshole. Oh, no. Now that I'm screaming at you, you don't want to fucking say anything, right? Oh, now you're closing your window. Oh, now you don't have road rage anymore because you have somebody that's going to fucking talk back to you. You fucking jackass. I don't give a shit. Usually it's a fucking midget that's freaking going full freaking psycho road rage. Usually it's one of those assholes. Beep, 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 beep. What do you mean beep, 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 beep? How do you expect me to fly over all these fucking cars? Like, I'm going to be able to fly over everybody so you could move over 2 inches. How about that? Or maybe I should pull over to the side for you, jackass. Maybe I should pull over to the side, you freaking jackass. Maybe I should pull over to the side so you can pass through and get an extra 2 feet of distance. Huh? Maybe, and I'll hold myself back for you. Why? Because I'm a good human being, right? I'm a good Samaritan. I'm going to do that for you. No, fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck everything. No. I'm going to keep going, and you want to keep beeping, I'm going to freaking lose my freaking mind. How about that? God damn it. That fucking annoys the shit out of me. Sorry about the language. I know it's daytime and maybe some little toddler is watching and stuff like that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to any of the little baby toddler kid people that might be listening to the stream and they get offended by the language that comes out of my mouth. I don't want it to come off that way. I don't want to be a bad role model and example to all the baby little toddler people that are watching right now, or the people that are squeamish about language. I don't want to be that guy. So I retract my statements and all my vulgarity and all my freaking language that I may be speaking of. That's what I'm going to do. Holy shit. It's like an endless sea of brake lights. Endless sea of, oh my, this guy's such an asshole. The guy that fucking beeping. He's literally staying like 2 weeks, because he saw me freaking losing my freaking mind when he was beeping. He's literally to my left right now, and he's like keeping like literally, I want to say about 3 feet from me, from the behind, so that I can't see his eyes. So like he can't come to me window to window so I can look straight at his face. People are such cowards. You know, they're all tough. I'm gonna freaking get all mad. He just look, he just fucking speed it up. Look, he just speed it up so I could get. Oh, look at this asshole. Look, now he's all speed it up so he doesn't. So I don't see him. Yeah, look, good for you. I'm gonna get you one way or the other. I'm gonna get you. I promise you. Sooner or later, you're gonna slow. Your lane's gonna slow down. Mine's gonna catch up. Oh, there we go. I'm catching up. Now I'm catching up. Now what are you gonna do when I'm here next to your freaking thing and you could get to see me yelling, but you're gonna not hear anything. But you know I'm directing it towards you. Oh, you son of a bitch! Sooner or later, my lane is gonna catch up with yours. It's gonna catch up with yours, and I'm gonna see your face, and I'm gonna give you a nice middle freaking papa finger to you, papa style. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, everybody's a tough guy behind the freaking behind closed doors, behind the just like all you renegade freaking interneters and webbers and whatever you want to call your people, all you freaking keyboard gangsters, all your keyboard gangsters. Oh, you fucking asshole! You like that? Huh? Now I got past you. Huh? How you like that now, Mister Beeping Man? Huh? How you like that? I just beat. Guess what? You know what? I'm gonna cross over. I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna range him. No, actually, no. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to get slowed down. But as soon as I get a really good opening, I'm gonna cross over into the other lane, and I'm gonna freaking enrage him by crossing over. That's what I'm gonna do. So all your keyboard gangsters that are tough guys behind the keyboard, they have really obnoxious and horrible things to say to other people. You know what? You can keep doing that. You can keep trolling people. You can keep but you know what? When one day, and it will happen, you'll come to face with a lot of the people that you're really hurting and really causing a lot of aggravation for. And what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do the day that person that you've terrorized for their entire life, or you've caused a lot of anguish and horror to? What are you gonna do when you see that person face to face? Are you gonna continue defiance? Are you gonna double down and keep doing what you were doing, or are you gonna cower and pretend that it didn't even happen, or run away and don't even confront the person? Don't even let the person confront you. Just let's run away and go to another freaking room. How's that sound? Huh? All right. Maybe that's what will happen. Maybe that's what will happen. Maybe that's what will happen. I pressed something by accident. Beefit, he's in there. I pressed another person, the bookworm. I can't read what people say, but I could see the face. I don't know. The only reason I did that is because I did that. You know? Oh man, why does life have to be so damn why does life have to be so complicated? Huh? Why does that have to be so complicated? Why do people have to annoy me? Why do people have to annoy me? Why does this I always have to happen this way? Hey, I managed to somehow get the StreamYard in there. So if somebody wants to jump in and actually talk and actually read some of the comments for me while I'm driving, hey, you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to if that's the case. Is there anybody actually in here? Anybody? I know Beefit's in there. I saw Beefit. I know Beefit's in there. I know the worm's in there. I know the worm's in there. Who else is in there? Well, I don't know. Look at this asshole. Did you just see him? Oh, it's just crossover. Mr. Massachusetts fuckface. Oh, look at this, you fucking Bostonian fucking cream-filled fucker. Look at this guy. Mr. Massachusetts. We don't believe in signals in Massachusetts. We don't believe in blinker lights. We just fucking cross from one lane to the other. How's that? Oh, you're a rogue. Hey, you drive a rogue and you're such a rogue. You're such a renegade, huh? You fucking jackass. You jackass human being. There's somebody in here with me. Let me see. I'm going to add him. I'm going to add him to the screen. Is he in?
What are you bitching about?
Wait, who was that? Who jumped in with me? I can't see you.
Hialeah. This is Hialeah.
Oh, hello, Hialeah. How are you? How's everything?
Pretty good. What are you bitching about? What's wrong?
I'm not bitching about anything. I'm just saying things the way they are. You saw that asshole? This Massachusetts fucker? He just to be. It's a pet peeve of mine when people cross over lanes and they don't put a signal light or a blinker or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You put a blinker light, you put a signal light when you cross lanes. If I hit this guy right in the fucking ass, if I hit him right in the ass, guess who's gonna get fucked? Me, because I hit him from behind, even though it was his fault. And you know that's the case. It just drives me nuts.
That's one of my
Mr.
peeves. That's one of my peeves as well, dude. How hard is that to just fucking put on your blinker, right?
Like, what the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? Put your fucking blinker on. What are you fucking? Ooh, I'm fucking evil Knievel. I'm a kamikaze. I'm living on the road. Yeah, but yeah, guess what? You're gonna hurt somebody else because of your stupidity. I don't care if they get killed. Let them get fucking killed. Give me a show. Blow up in front of me. Go ahead. I got no problem. I have no freaking sympathy for morons. They want to blow themselves up. Don't fucking cause anybody else problems. If I hit you from behind because you decided to cross over without putting a link, and I get sued because you got fucking fake whiplash because I hit you from behind, and then the insurance said, "Well, you hit him from behind. It's all your fault." No, it's not my fault. This asshole crossed over without prove it. Well, you prove it that he didn't. You know, like what the fuck? It drives me nuts.
You having
Drives
a good
me
day?
nuts.
You having a good day?
I'm having a fantastic day. I was with my daughter all day. It was great. We had lunch together. We hung out. We played games. When I was driving her home, we were singing songs together. It was great.
How old is she? How old is your daughter? Oh, he froze.
Get out. I
How old is
haven't
your?
been able to let shit out because my little one, she's 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so like because I had it with me, I didn't want to jump on a stream and just fucking let people have it. So I've been saving it. I've been saving for everybody. I'm gonna do a very nice stream later, and everybody will get to hear what's on my mind.
You've been bottled up. You gotta
Oh, you
let it
think
out.
so?
You gotta let it
Oh
out.
yes.
Hey, let me just shout out the chat.
Oh.
Let me shout out the chat real quick for you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I have no idea who's in there, if anybody actually is in there.
Yeah, no, you got some people in here. You got B-Fit was the first. Then it was the Big Lion Cat, K-Pop Turd. We got me. We got Nornrad. We got Legion of Comics. We got David Lynn Prepper. And let's see. I think that's it for. Oh, Bubs just signed it. Just got in here. Bubs Comics. Who the hell is here? So that's nice, man. I think, didn't you post that you went to go see the Barbie movie?
Yes, and I'm not thrilled with the message that they gave. I'm really not thrilled. Like if I knew what kind of message they were giving, I don't think I would have taken my daughter to that freaking thing. I took her yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of male bashing.
Well, you know what? No, it's not the male bashing. Here's the problem. And people don't understand. They're like, "Oh, you're an asshole. You don't believe in the feminism, and you don't believe in women power." Fuck that. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you, and I'm telling this just like everybody else. It's good for women to do things to empower them. Same way it's good for men to do things to make themselves empowered. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should feel the best they could possibly be, and actually be able to achieve everything they can, regardless of their gender. However, I don't respect when you put out a message that basically emasculates and devalues the male gender just to make a point of empowering the female side. That doesn't jive with me, and I don't like that at all. I mean, it makes no sense to me. Like
you don't like it. You don't like it at the expense of someone else, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like people are getting enraged, like about all kinds of other shit. Like there's all racial issues and this, that, and all the kinds of. But when it comes to male and female, it's all right to shit all over men while empowering women. Why? Why is that okay? Why?
No,
it's not okay.
I saw something recently, and I think it was some show, and I was watching with my wife, and I was like, I got that same feeling when I was watching the show. I go, they're just destroying, taking the balls away from all the men in the show. I forget what show it was. So I do understand what you're saying, man. I don't get too worked up about it, but it's there.
No, it just drives me nuts. You know what I'm saying? And I was a lot more passive about it when I was married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I fed into the same shit that most men do. I don't agree with it, but I don't want to fucking argue with my wife. I don't want to fucking. I don't want to. I don't want to fucking deal with this headache. Let her say whatever she wants. Let them say whatever they want. Let them feel happy about themselves. That's what most males that are married do. That's what they are. It's better for me to shut up and let her fucking talk for 5 minutes and then we're done. That's usually what happens. But guess what? The fact that we all do that and we all allow that to happen to some extent or another, what happens? You get freaking Barbie movies. And now they're taking it to another extreme by basically making males there's no reason to emasculate men. There's no reason why men should be apologetic about being men. The same way women should not be apologetic about being women. They are what they are. We are what we are, and we try to have some kind of symbiosis or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, look, I remembered what show it was. It was just called this show. I don't know. Maybe you've seen it. It's on Netflix. It's called Unbelievable. It's
I have
about
not.
it's about a serial rapist, right? And this girl gets raped, and it's based on a true story. And basically, it's like maybe 8 episodes. And basically, watching this show, it's like all the male detectives, all the male cops didn't know what they were incompetent and didn't know how to do their job, except for the 2 female detectives years later that piece everything together and they solve it. And the male detectives that messed up, they gotta apologize and they feel terrible, but the female detectives are like heroes. And that's a true story. It's based on a true story because my wife looked it up, but it sounds just like what you're talking about.
And you know what? It's okay to make a woman hero. There are women heroes out there. No problem. But you can't make all the men look like morons just to show how strong of a hero the woman is.
That's basically
what the hell?
That's basically how I felt. So
yeah, that's basically what happens in a lot of this shit. Well, basically, you barbarian Neanderthal idiot men. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, you know what? It's not hilarious. And you know what? If more people talked about it, maybe we'd end it. There's a lot of
maybe if we weren't such assholes, maybe that has something to do with it.
Well, you know what? Maybe if we weren't such assholes, and maybe if women weren't such bitches. Well, maybe that applies as well. Oh, we're not allowed to say that, right?
That's a valid point. It goes both ways, right?
We don't apply the bitch. It's only about that guys being assholes, right? There's no women out there that are bitches, right?
No,
of course not. They're all kind and loving. They can't even get along with each other. They freaking want to take each other's eyes out, the women, and then they turn their focus on us. They unify to attack men, and then they go and try to rip each other's eyes out.
Journey. I used to work in retail, and I was a department manager, and basically it was 90% females, right? And dude, they're vicious, bro, and they're vicious at each other. The jealousy,
dude, they're ruthless,
bro, ruthless.
They're fucked up people.
Ruthless.
Sorry, women, we love you because you have something that we need to be able to function in life, but even that is questionable. But hey,
bro,
you're ruthless.
I've always said, man, us men are really fucking. We could do some fucked up shit, but if a woman wants to fuck you over, oh my god, you're done.
She will rip you apart.
She will
rip you apart,
bro. She'll leave you a woman because you won't want to be a man anymore, bro. She'll fuck you over, dude. Women are ruthless.
Oh, I know that. I definitely know that. I know a guy. And listen, he's my friend. He's a nice guy, but he's like the biggest pussy on earth. He really is. He's like he might as well be a woman in a man's body. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's like, very gentle, very everything. You know,
Uh-huh.
so nothing wrong with that. You know, he is what it is, and he had a bitch of a wife. This woman was a fucking terror. She used to beat the shit out of him publicly. Like
Oh,
they would be talking, and she would smack him off the head in front of him, embarrass him. Like, what
oh,
the fuck are you letting this woman fucking do this shit to? At one point, he decided to fucking grow a pair of balls, and actually like stand up to her and basically say, enough is enough. You can't do this anymore. Blah blah blah. You know what she does?
what?
She fucking calls the cops on him and says that he beat the shit out of her.
Oh my god.
It took the guy 3 years to clear it up and show that it was all bullshit. I was actually one of the witnesses, like this public witness to see how their reaction, like how their relationship was. This was actually while I
Right.
was married, actually, and my ex-wife actually was like, I can't believe she's doing this to him. Like women were against them. Like that's how ruthless women could get, and that's how evil they could get.
Yeah, you were a
You know,
character witness.
because
You were a character witness.
yeah, and there was multiple people like that. And I'm telling you, the things went on for like he had some jail time in the beginning. He finally got on parole. It was a whole. And I'm telling you, this guy's the gentlest fucking human being you could ever see.
Yeah.
And now he's
Yeah.
like, he take that gentle soul, and he's like a shell of a gentle soul now, because
Yeah.
he's not even like himself anymore
That's the worst
after that
thing, man.
experience.
Like the worst thing a man could do is hit a woman, but the worst thing a woman could do to a man is take his balls. And you know what I mean by that, dude. You gotta let a man be the man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I want to say something else. A woman shouldn't have the right to beat the shit out of a guy or hit him.
Of
Just
course
because you're a
not.
woman doesn't mean you can hit the fucking guy. Even if it doesn't hurt him, you're hurting him like mentally by doing that. You know, you should
Yeah,
not
it's
be
a
doing that. You
yeah.
should not smack a guy. You should not. You shouldn't publicly say what a douchebag the guy is in public. You shouldn't do all that stuff. That's worse than a guy kicking the fuck out of a woman and then walking away. Because the scars that you leave on that guy, as far as abusing him like that, stay with them. Because you think they don't have fractured egos? Of course they do. There's men that have fractured egos out there. You think everybody has a thick skin and they just walk away from shit like that? You can't. Like, you got a guy like me. Yeah, it will bother me. I'll hold a grudge with you, but I'll get over it. I'll get past it. I'll give you shit for your rest of your life if you try to do that, pull that shit with me. But I could function and I can move on from it. Other people can't. They get shattered.
The thing is though, you would probably put a stop to it. I know I would, but if that man doesn't do it, it's over. She'll just keep on going. She won't stop there. Kind of like anybody else.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's so many situations like that where, and these, I don't know if it's Hollywood that has the agenda. I don't know who the fuck has this agenda. I don't know who it is. And it's so weird. It is so freaking weird. Like how people go about it. Like it's like, oh, we don't need you. We can until we do need you. That's what it comes to with women. We don't need you until we do need you. You know that if women, and this is not this is not like attack on women, and it's not because I know that their role in this world, in our lives, and in society, and in the whole spectrum is needed the same way a man's presence is needed. But if you take from a socio economic point of view, if women stop working tomorrow, if all women decide to stop working tomorrow and not do another thing, not go into the office, not become doctors, not do this, the economy would feel something. But if men decided all at once to stop working, you know what would happen to the economy? It would freaking crumble. It would crumble. Why? Why did I say this? Are the women going to go and clean the sewers? Are the women going to pick up the garbage? Are the women going to go and play construction worker? Are the women going to do all these menial tasks and the weird ass work that we do? Are they going to build the houses? Are they going to? Maybe eventually. maybe eventually, but they're not doing it today. And that's not because it's a lopsided society, and it's not because they don't have their opportunities to do that. If a woman wanted to go become a construction worker or a plumber or work for the sewer department, they're more than able to do that. They choose not to go and apply for these jobs. That's the difference. You know, men do.
Yeah, but I don't 100%. I agree with what you're saying, but not 100%. Like Bubs is putting
They,
in the chat, schools and hospitals would shut down for sure. They you can't make it sound like they don't serve a purpose, and they're dude, women.
I just,
It's
I
a
didn't say
beautiful.
to serve a purpose,
It's
but
a
I'm saying they're
beautiful
they're putting a
balance.
lot. They're putting a lot more value on what they're doing by distracting from what men do on a daily basis. They need
Okay,
to acknowledge what men do on a daily basis as well.
dude, I think you're going too far. I
I
think
always
you're
go
going
too
too
far.
far. I don't.
I always,
Yeah, I don't agree with that, dude. I think it's a beautiful balance that we have. It's 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 a beautiful balance. You know, I think women are superior to us in other ways, and the mere fact that we physically physically keep them, are superior. That's a beautiful balance, dude. I think I like the way it's set up, dude.
yeah,
I don't think there's wrong with it.
we both have our own strengths
We
as
do.
genders. We both have our own strengths. And they need to. Both sides need to actually
Need each
um,
one. One can't do
no,
without the other, man.
to have an appreciation for the other side. That's basically what it
Definitely.
is.
Definitely.
You can't just devalue one side by elevating the other side. It doesn't work that way. Sooner
It
or
doesn't.
later, the one side of the spectrum, they're
It
gonna turn
doesn't.
around and say,
It doesn't.
"What the fuck?"
But look, you're pissed off because they're pushing all this now, and this is coming up. But dude, for thousands of years, women have been shit on, bro. And now they're getting a little freaking piece of the pie, and you're gonna hate on them. You're gonna be butthurt.
Well, guess what? I wasn't around
Really?
for thousands of
Dude,
years.
they couldn't vote until what, 1916, 1911, some shit like that.
Well, I'll
They
tell you
couldn't
something,
vote.
Hialeah. I'll tell you something. I wasn't around in 1911.
Okay.
I'm around. I'm around today.
I know, I get it, but now you're pissed off because now it's the pendulum is flipping a little bit. I don't know, dude. Maybe
Well,
I don't know. I don't. I'm not that butthurt about it, bro.
I'm annoyed about it.
I'm
I'll
not
live.
butthurt at all.
I'll get
I'm
past
not
it.
butthurt. I'm pretty sure in myself and where, yeah, I notice it, but it makes no effect on me, bro. Good for them.
I don't say good for them.
I
I
do.
don't say
I
good for them.
say good
And
for
I'll tell
everybody.
you.
Everybody's gets
I,
their
and I'll tell
time
you.
to come, dude.
I'll tell you why. There's a lot of hypocrisy in the good for them statement with that.
There
You know,
is, but there's a lot when you on the other side as well for years.
yeah, but that should not affect us today. The,
But it
the,
does. But it does,
why are
bro.
we paying for the crimes of our fathers and grandfathers and whatever?
Be- Because that's the way it works, bro.
All right. So if that's the case, then I need to go back in history and go through all the years of slavery that Greece went through, and all the wars that we went through, and everything that we went. And I'll just keep bringing that up and say I can't get past it. We want more power now because of it. Yay,
I'm
Europe.
not.
Guess
I'm
what?
not saying.
Guess
I'm
what?
not saying that
Greece deserves to be the most powerful country because we once were.
because you
Like
once
what the fuck?
because you once were. Hey, man, I wasn't born during the Cuban Revolution, but that shit affected me my whole life. Has affected me
Well,
my whole life.
yeah, but there's a difference. Cuba is still dealing with a lot of the stuff that was happening during the Castro years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big difference. There's a big difference, very big difference, because uh, that's still very, very fresh, and you're still dealing with all the ramifications from that. Very
Totally.
different.
100%.
We're not talking about 100 years ago. We're not talking about 100 years ago. We're not talking about stuff that I call it had time to somewhat repair itself.
All
You,
I'm
you still got a
saying.
lot. You still got a lot of open wounds.
All I'm saying is you're entitled to be really pissed off. I'm entitled to say that, yeah, I notice it, But maybe I'm not as pissed off. Hey, bro, your traffic cleared up. What's up?
Yeah, man. You see, you're good luck for me.
Where are you?
And right now I'm in Jackson Heights. I just got crossed over from Jackson Heights to going into Astoria.
Okay. The
But
chat's
yeah,
pretty good,
you're
man.
good luck for me.
The chat's good. We got Lisa Noble. We got Swaggle House is in here. We got the comic book word. Nah, man.
Nah, man.
We got
Thank
Perry
God
Comics.
thank God he's all done with his nominations.
The nominations. Pops and Comics. Man, I think was Papa Wheelie in here. Maybe he was in here. We got somebody else. Let me see. No, it's Sleepy Reader,
Holy
Damien.
shit. We got somebody else with us right now too.
Naaman.
Man, why you making the
Nomination.
movie be such an important society commentator?
Well, I can't. I don't have a right to be able to express my opinion the same way
I
other
didn't say you
people do.
don't have right, but why? I mean, I don't have a right to ask question about your questions.
You have every single right to ask me about any of my questions, and I have the right to either answer or not answer your questions.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is why is it a movie? Why does the movie have a personality? Why does it have something that's that movie downing the men? Is it everybody downing the men, or is movie downing the men?
Hey,
did you see it? Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Did you? Oh my God! I don't know if you should see it because you're going to give them your money to see it. But
CJ, let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you a question. Did you get butthurt when they would always depict cavemen dragging women by the hair? Did you get butthurt? You feel bad? You got, was that okay? Because that was the depiction forever, that cavemen would just get the women and drag them. Did you get offended and feel bad for that?
Well, listen, you're talking about one depiction, but there's other depictions where you had women pulling the strings of those freaking cavemen behind the scenes. Yeah,
I don't remember those
publicly they dragged them from the hair, but behind the scenes inside the cave that nobody saw, the women actually were the puppet masters.
But I never saw that.
A lot of sense, CJ.
I never saw that depiction myself, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, listen. You read old writing, and no matter how barbarous, how awful the man was, how tough and Neanderthal the man would be, what would always happen in the good stories? What would always happen behind the scenes? There was always a woman pulling the strings behind him, putting those little whispers in that barbarian's ears, putting the little thoughts in the Neanderthal, getting him to go kill other Neanderthals in order for her to get her achievement out of it.
Yeah, but who wrote that literature, man?
What?
Who wrote it?
That's by women.
Yeah, all the cavemen, all the cave women look like Raquel Welch in 1 million years BC.
That's right.
Well, that would be great, but it's not the truth. Listen,
right. It's like just like Steve say. I mean, Sleepy Reader say it was a dumb movie with a confused message, but we men are still in control. Hollywood just throws a woman a few bones.
They do. That's all it is, bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Are we really in control? Are we really in control? Think about it. Are we really in control? How exactly is man in control? In the free world, not in countries that are like third world countries that are behind the times and stuff like that. I'm talking about in the civilized world.
See, I read. I'm a Christian. I read Bible, right?
Yeah.
Throughout the history, that Bible has been around for what? A couple thousand years, 3,000 years,
2,000 years.
It's all freaking man's point of view. It's not a woman's point of view. It's all men's point of view.
Mm-hmm. But now you're butthurt because the Barbie movie is beating up on men, and you're this butthurt.
No, it was just the latest shot that was shot. It's not one instance. This has been going on for decades now. As far as the slow emasculation and the
Women has been emasculated
devaluation
for a long
of man.
time, so they give a man's message. Even our mothers give my father's message throughout the history. Like for instance, one of the things my mom would tell me about how to date a girl. There's not if you strike a tree 10 times, you won't. There's not a tree that will not fall. Basically, she's treating the tree as a woman. Oh yeah, if you keep on trying it, you could get her. It's like it's up to men to choose, right? It's not up to women to choose.
It's just a lot more complicated than that, right?
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot more complicated than that. It's not about men choosing anything, because it's about man constantly having to have woman's approval, whether it's their mother, whether it's their wives, whether it's their sisters, or whatever the case.
Your mother takes your father's point of view. She submits to him.
Dude, my father's like a shell of a human being, man. He's been working his entire life. He's like 75 years old right now. He still works every fucking day. My mom is fucking just telling him what to do, and he's like, okay, yeah, that's a fucking life, right? That's a beautiful life. He's actually an example for me of what not to be.
How you look at it. Sometimes you look at the pet owner and pet situation, right? Is the pet owner is the one who wiping the pet's ass? Is the pet owner wiping, giving the food? He has all the choices of doing good things for the pet or not doing good things for the pet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, your man is the provider, right? That doesn't mean pet is you don't look down at pet as a pet, and you don't look down your pet as a subject, not a something that you go, oh, you elevate it up and say, hey, my pet is above me. You don't do that. Just because you are providing for your woman, just because you are taking care of your woman, and yes, mother, yes, mom. That doesn't mean you looking at her as someone above you. You looking at her as someone below you, and I'm providing for her. That's you don't see that view.
Really? You see them as somebody. You see them as something below you. That's why you provide for them. Really?
You got BLC in here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, woman need to be provided for. She needs my protection. Oh yeah.
Only when it benefits her. When women don't want to be, when women want to show how strong they are, they say, "I don't need no man," but yet they want providing.
Well,
how's that work?
Right now, women are more independent, and so women is able to say those kind of things. And
until they realize that they still want the providing, until they still like having stuff taken care of for them.
I bet if you look at the financial situation of every man and woman, husband wife situation, it's always probably it's very rare that you will have a successful woman and not so successful coupling. It's always
who just joined us, by the way?
BLC
646.
I still can't see who's there, so
Lion Cat, big Lion Cat.
Oh, okay.
Lion Cat. Okay, Lion Cat. Hey,
what's
Lion
up,
Cat.
TJ?
What's going on, Lion?
What's happening?
You gonna fight me on this too?
No.
All right. It's okay if you do. Yeah, everybody has the right to.
Listen, the times are changing, man. It ain't what used to be back then. Everybody's changing, but like Halia said, we're talking
I'm
about.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm 46 years old.
Like that.
You tell me times have changed. I'm 46 years old. All right. I'm relatively a progressive guy, but you know what? Whatever is in my mind is in my mind. And you know what? What I got? Another 20, 30, hey, maybe a miserable 40 years left on this freaking planet. Maybe. Hey, you know what? Whatever changes I've made in my life and whatever the mindset I have, it's pretty much set in stone right now. So I got another X amount of time on this planet. thinking the way I do, and that's it. And maybe when I go extinct, and maybe with other people going extinct like just like me, maybe those thoughts will go out the window.
But you like you said, what you're saying is correct. There are a certain amount of women that you're talking about that are exactly what you're saying. You know
And that's the point I'm making. I'm not saying all of them are that way.
Not all of them, but majority. Now
But
that group that you're talking about is also increasing. It's getting bigger and bigger.
you know why it's getting you know why it's getting bigger and bigger, because they keep making movies and media and all these messages out there to make it bigger and bigger. That's why.
Because you talking about it and you promoting that movie more now.
And your butt hurt. Hey, real quick, Lisa Noble has a comment about you, and I'm thinking it's directed towards you, CJ. It's,
sure, go ahead. Go.
This single guy is an expert on women with a cracking up emoji.
Well, you know what? You can laugh all you want about this single guy being a woman, but this single guy that was not single for about 16, 17 years of a marriage and maybe about 20 plus years of being with the same person directly, decided not to be single anymore. They decided not to be married anymore, and is actually single because he wasn't going to tolerate bullshit like this going forward.
Okay. Wait, you just touched up on something. You weren't going to tolerate it any longer. So how you were with her, let's say 20 years, married 16, somewhere in that area?
Yeah.
When did you start? When did it change? When did you notice that things changed? And then how long did it take for you not to tolerate it any longer?
Well, it took a long time. Actually, the tolerance of it, that could have went on a lot longer. I'll tell you something. I'm an old school kind of guy. I would have stayed miserable for the rest of my life. I really would have. I'm not saying this as a joke. I probably would have been one of these guys that stayed just like my dad. I would have been a miserable dude for the rest of my life and died with a woman and listened to her rhetoric and her nonsense and actually worked like a dog to provide for her my whole life. If she never took a bluff with me. She basically took a bluff with me and basically told me that I want a divorce. Why? Because a couple of times I denied her things, because I had to put my foot down. Her expenses were going through the freaking roof. Well, the what they say is when you go beyond your means.
Yes.
She took that to another level half the time. You know what I'm saying? And she did work too, but you know what? Just because you work and you make X amount of money and you spend all of it, and then you decide to spend everything your husband makes too, and then start adding debt on there, that doesn't work well for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically where I took my stance. And
how long did that last before it ended? I guess.
Listen, I have 3 kids with her, so
right.
Once you have kids in the mix, your tolerance for stuff starts changing. If I never had kids with her, I would have been out the door.
It would have ended sooner, right?
Right. Oh yeah, within 2 years, I would have been out the door. But
are your kids better off?
Look,
how long have you been divorced?
About 1.5 years now.
Are your kids better off?
Time will tell.
Okay.
Time will tell. I get along really great with my oldest, my son, and my youngest, my daughter. My middle daughter, she's got like an extra grind with me. She basically, is all on her mom's side, and all I could do is just be there for her. And if one day she decides to release that grudge and actually try to have a good relationship, I'm here.
She will.
But
she will.
You will. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But all I could do is be a dad, be around. That's the only reason I'm in New York still for my kids. Otherwise, I would get the fuck out of here. I would have been done by New York right by now.
Okay, but that's not an option. You're not going to leave. You're going to stay there. So that's neither here nor there. That's just the way it is.
No, but I'm saying it's because of them that I'm staying here.
Hey, CJ, can I read Noran's comment and respond to it?
Read whatever you want. I can't read a thing. So
okay, Noran says my fear is more women that are independent, less men are masculine, more and more in that not in relationship, society stops growing.
There's nothing wrong with a man being masculine.
Hold on. Let me respond to that. We have 8 billion people. We just reached 8 billion people. We have enough people already. We got people complaining about closing the borders right now because we got too many people coming into our country.
It's not about kid because having a kid, but the thing is relationships. That's what we're talking about here. When staying together from the beginning, having a kid, and then retiring, and then being, that's the key. Having a kid. A lot of people have kids and not married. So that's not going to stop. There's kids everywhere.
I think we'll figure out how to have a relationship with this new situation. I have confidence in that. We do have a new situation here because we got more independent women. The men are. That means we have to share our. I mean, everything has a limit. If a woman get more independent, that means we have to share that independence with the woman.
There's nothing wrong with everybody. There's nothing wrong with anybody feeling independent about themselves. That's perfectly fine, and that's a good thing in society for people to feel independent. However, you can't. There is a sense of dependency that both genders have to each other, and you can't deny that. You can't deny that.
It's been proven
in order for the world to keep,
time has changed.
In order for the world to keep moving and keep turning, the both genders have to have a symbiosis. They have to have a codependency to some extent. And I will tell you something else. As far as women looking at men that show a weaker side to them, I'm not talking about showing a sensitive side. You could have a sensitive side. However, when a man shows any kind of weakness, whether intentional or unintentional, they're disrespected by the woman. And if you think I'm wrong, you know what? You take a good look all around you and all the relationships that are going on, all the couples on it, and every time you see a guy that is on the weaker end, he is not respected by the woman. She might love the fact that she has somebody she could step all over and do whatever she wants with. Don't get me wrong. However, she does not respect him. And there's a difference between respecting somebody and actually coexisting with somebody. And there's a lot of women out there today that do not respect the men that they're with. And that I can't tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, really. I will never even go close to a woman that shows me any ounce of disrespect. And I don't give a shit. I'll lay my life down on somebody I love, but you show me disrespect, you're done.
Yeah,
you're done.
100%, CJ. I'm with you on that. 100%.
No one should get disrespected. Not women, not men.
Mm-hmm. But you see it though. I guarantee you. I guarantee you see it. You see it all the time.
But CJ, to that point, there's a lot of freaking women that get beat up and on the homeless shelters with the kids because the husband beat them up. That happens way more.
And that should not exist.
Than the other way around. You don't see no man in no fucking homeless shelter because the woman was, he lost respect for him. Okay, you don't see that.
And I'll tell you something, and that's where us men, on our end, that's where we drop the ball, because as men, as society, as our gender, when we see something like that, when we see one of our own basically turning around and beating the shit out of a woman and his kids for no reason, something like that. You know what? We should self-control that. That guy should get his ass kicked by every single man that's around him and see how he likes it. You know what I'm saying? Have a fucking 500-pound fucking guy beat the shit out of him, because that's the difference between a 200-pound man and a 100-pound woman that he's beating up. See how he feels about that.
No, that ain't gonna happen, bro. That ain't gonna happen.
Instead of I don't know of anybody that actually would say, we endorse it, whatever the case is, but being complacent by it and not even saying anything about it happens all the time. You see guys beating the shit out of their wives, and nobody really says anything about it. They might mention it in passing, and they won't even say anything about it.
I have a daughter.
I fucking call them out to death. I know a couple of situations where guys beat the shit out of the wives, and you know what? I'll spit on them every time I see them because that's not the way to do it.
I don't care if you'll take me to jail if my daughter get beat up like that. Is that?
Oh yeah, I got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
You touch one of my daughters, I don't care. Yeah, listen, here's the truth. You touch one of my daughters, I'll freaking shred you to pieces. It doesn't matter how many years of jail I get, whatever.
I'm prepared to go to jail for.
But you touch my son too, I'll fuck you up too. You know, but with with my daughters, you know,
yeah. See,
you take a little bit more.
About her man and get hit. There's something I'm willing to do about it. My son getting disrespected by his woman, and then he's still sticking around with her. I don't know if there's anything I could do about that particular situation.
Nothing.
Oh, I fell.
Nothing. There's nothing.
We're without a host.
We're talking about guys, you know, hitting women. We all know that's not right there. But you know what's increasing? Women hitting guys.
Yeah, well,
I think it's okay. They roll, like you said, they walk over them.
Is that really increasing? Women are beating up men now. I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that.
Well, you see, not beating them up, but like taking control and just like swinging on them and they're not, you know, not doing anything, whatever. Because again, you know, masculine, that they either want to just stay in a relationship or they're scared. It's increasing because some of the women out there are pretty big. You know, they're not small. So yeah, you don't hear about it too much, but no, yeah,
I get it. But let's just say you got a woman taking mixed martial arts class, right? And she starts, you're a woman, and she thinks she could go with you, she could go at you. Are you gonna hit her back?
For me,
yeah,
I'll defend myself, try to block it, but I could try to hit her.
Exactly. I don't think I would hope I wouldn't hit her. But I think I could control it where I could subdue her, you know?
Right. Just like block it off or whatever,
right.
You know, or take the hits or whatever. But yeah.
Right.
It's getting crazy out there. It's insane. I'm glad I'm married and I'm done. I don't have to deal with it no more.
No, did I just get kicked out of my own screen?
Yeah, you got kicked out of your own screen.
Norrin Rad, I am sorry. Norrin Rad just put in a statement. I really don't want to repeat it, but I'm sorry you had to go through that, man, and your daughter.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear that, Norrin Rad.
My daughter was sexually assaulted when she was 16.
You know, and a lot of times people take what I say as anger stuff or whatever the case. It's not. I love fucking women. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had a different woman every fucking day. I got no problem, you know, with women.
Oh, definitely. So yeah.
That doesn't make you sound better.
Hey,
listen,
CJ, would you get married again?
Would I?
Yeah.
It would take a lot for me to ever marry somebody again. Listen, I gave up a lot after my marriage. Besides, like a piece of me that's like burnt, that it really like hurt me, like to the point where like I became like I kind of like froze up a little bit and kind of like built up a wall around me as far as not allowing myself to ever like get that attached to somebody again. But I would never say never. Mm-hmm. But also during the divorce, like I give up a lot of shit. Like I'm paying off for her debt still because of it. You know. And in New York, if you're married, you're fucked when you get divorced. They take a chunk out of your ass.
Yep.
They take a chunk out of your ass like nobody else.
Big chunk. I mean, it's so bad that how are you supposed to live? You know what I'm saying? That's how bad. You're like you.
Oh, and it's like listen. What happens? God forbid, I don't have work tomorrow. Oh, we don't give a fuck. Keep paying.
Yeah.
But I'm not making any income. We don't give a fuck. Keep paying. But what if I was still married and I lost my job? Would you go after me then? No. It's because you're not married anymore. What, so you're penalizing me because I had a divorce. However, social services or the divorce courts for alimony and all that shit wouldn't come knocking on my door if I was still married. So I should have stayed married just to not not have to endure that. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. You know. So I'm basically, listen. My kids, they're growing. My youngest is eight. She got at least another 13 years before legally I don't have to give any child support going forward. The truth be said, they're my kids no matter what. I'm gonna be paying for my kids until the day I die because they're my kids. Not everybody looks at it like that way, but I look at it like that. They're my kids no matter what. You
No
know.
matter what,
But
you
the
brought them in, bro. They didn't ask to become here.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're my kids. I got to take care of them. But I don't want a court telling me how I should be spending my money and how I should be taking care of them. As a parent, that's my prerogative. And once you get divorced, now they're making the decisions for you.
Yep.
And that's a problem.
It so makes a lot of sense. Nolan, so listen to her.
I can't read anything. So if you want to read it.
I don't want to read
It's normal. We really don't want to repeat it. But I agree with what Miss So said to you, Norin. I went through a divorce, and it destroyed me. Hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life. But I always knew my kids would know what was up, and my kids are now. My oldest is 29. The other one's 27, and my daughter is going to be 21. They've all had conversations with me, and they didn't see anything. Me and my ex didn't fight. It was a surprise to them when it happened, but they've come back to me, and this they know who I am, and they know who she is, and I never had to say a bad word. I didn't have to talk bad. I didn't have to do anything because kids are. It's like what Miss So is telling you, Norin. Kids know, man. They might not tell you right now, but in 10 years, whatever, when they're older, and they might never tell you. I was blessed that my kids told me, bro, and it just, I knew it, but when my kids said it, dude, I was like, wow, all the shit that I had to hold in, all the shit I had to go through, it was worth it.
It's a little validating at that point when you hear from your kids.
And I'm telling you, this just happened to me within the last 6 months. My two sons, just conversations and all that. And it's like, oh my God, I was blown away, but I always knew that was going to happen. So, dude, my only advice is just do the right thing. And people always know, bro. People always know, dude.
Be there whenever they ask for you. So,
yeah, be there for your kids.
Yeah.
Listen 100%. And don't. And just your kids are gonna know who you are, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids are gonna know who you are.
And don't get caught into the war, because I got caught into it for like a year. Not a war like fighting. I'm not fighting for like who's gonna do better for their kids' war, where they're sitting and manipulating each parents.
You can't get into that shit, dude. You cannot become a tit for tat or that shit.
What I'm saying is like you get the kids. The kids are fucking clever and they're sneaky too. They'll fucking come and pull at my heartstrings and basically try to get me to buy them shit and do shit for them that their mother won't, even though their mother's right for not doing it.
Yeah.
But because I'm in the middle of like, I need to sit there and try to like make them feel like that I'm not ignoring them. And like it happened to me for a good amount of time the first year where
it's hard not to get stuck in that. You start not to get stuck in that.
And then I finally realized, I'm like, you're only coming to me every time you need something and you want something. How about giving me a call to say, hey, Dad, how you doing?
How's it going?
How you feeling?
How you feeling? How's everything?
That's
and for me, I tell my kids this all the time. I don't care if you call me up just to ask me how I'm doing. Who cares how I'm doing? I want to know how you're doing. So I want to call every day. Just say, hey, Dad. I had a good day. I had a bad day. I had a what day? You know? What'd you say, Worm?
Do you call your dad that way?
My dad, I have a very little conversation with my dad. I love my
kids run from you, you know.
I have other issues with my dad, and my parents growing up, but
anyway, for whenever you get in fight with your wife or your ex-wife or whoever,
I'll tell you what, no matter what issues, I'll tell you what,
don't try to.
Worm, I'll tell you, no matter what issues I have with my dad, and no matter what a relationship I have with them, and my kids always see, I respect my parents. I love my parents for what they are. I
Yeah.
don't agree with them. We had a turbulent relationship, but no matter what, they're my parents. I showed respect to them, and that's it.
Anyway, I mean, yeah. You show your parents respect, your kids will show you respect, and and also whenever you are fighting with your other partner, yeah, don't make your kid decide. I mean, choose side. I mean, don't complain about your wife in front of your kids. Yeah,
Listen,
you show you have to
I
respect.
grew up not knowing my dad. I grew up with one
No.
single parent. Okay, I didn't agree with my mom. Me and my mom disagreed on a lot of things. I left home early this time. I still love my mom and still respect her. Now she's like 80-some years old, so now I help her out, this and everything. But I knew without growing up with dad, I said when I had kids, no matter what that that dealt me, I will be there for them. Okay, no matter who I was with, whatever, if we were divorced, whatever, I would be there for them for no matter what. And I've been blessed because I was engaged to somebody else before I got married to her, and it fell through because I found out that she was cheating on me. So that went out the window, and thank God, God must have been looking at me because now I found a great woman, this and everything, and I've been blessed. And I got 3 daughters, and I got 9 grandkids now, and my life is I'm having a ball, even though they're driving me crazy. But life works a funny way. Okay,
Well,
never know
it
what you
sounds
got.
like your ex fiance did you a favor
Oh yeah,
cheating on you
yeah.
before the marriage and not after.
Well, the last thing I remembered her was the guy she was cheating with me with, I guess, was from Florida. And I guess she ended up being with him, and his family don't like her or whatever. I don't know. So that was the last thing I heard of her. So I was like, okay, wipe my hands over that. I don't care. Moved on, and it turned out a whole much better. So I've been
God bless. God bless.
Oh yeah, you don't know. You don't know, man. I do what I can. I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm here. I don't lie to my wife. I tell her everything. I don't hide shit. You know what I'm saying? Honesty, 100% honesty here. She tells me everything. I tell her everything. We're on the same page, and it works out great. She helps me. I help her.
Communication is the biggest thing.
Oh,
If you don't communicate,
honesty and communication, yes. Got to have that. Got to have that. If you don't trust the person, you're in trouble.
It's done.
And that's
dude.
when your mind starts to think.
Trust is everything, bro. Trust is everything.
that's part of the biggest problem. Things crumbled for me. We stopped talking. We stopped communicating.
See, yeah, that's bad. See, me and my wife, we used to go out to dinner. We go to the park. We go to the movies. We talk. Sit on the porch. We'll drink a beer together.
When we had that final talk before we actually made the decision of moving forward, I told her, the thing I regret the most was actually not talking with you. That's the biggest thing. Even if we were fighting, even if we were yelling at each other, at least we're communicating at that point.
Yeah,
when you get to the point where
you can't even get that back once you're done doing that, dude.
Yeah, I know that. You're done at that point. And I fell into the same trap. I basically became my father. I basically would work 12, 14, 16 hours a fucking day, 7 days a week, barely see anybody, go home, take a shower, eat, go to sleep, go back to work, and every day repeat the same thing. That's what happened to me. And part of it was the financial thing where I just had to keep up with the expenses that were going on because she was like a freaking whirlwind as far as that was concerned. Keeping up with the Joneses kind of shit and all that stuff. And basically, I got into that rat race where I like, in order to keep up this lifestyle, I got to keep fucking working like an animal. But at the same time, she's asking me, you need to spend more time. I'm like, I can't spend more time if we don't, cut from something else. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta pick your road. What are we doing right now? You know what I'm saying? It's like it was a wild situation. And the biggest thing I will say, and I will agree with you guys, is communication. You gotta fucking communicate, even if you're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
which I don't recommend.
No.
But even if it comes down to yelling at each other, at least you're communicating at that point. At least you're talking to each other.
Fighting is a way of finding each other's boundary, man. Fighting is
It's when people stop talking that's worse than people yelling at each other.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Yeah.
Because
So,
if you don't get
another thing too,
it builds
when
up.
your
You get
wife
cold.
when one or the other doesn't care what the other one's doing, where they're going, what this, that's when you got problems, bro. As long as your wife is still bitching, hey, where you going? What do you mean you're going out? You're not gonna. If she's doing that, she's still in it. The minute she stops, you got problems, bro.
You know when I knew there was something wrong? There was once I had taken on these new developments that took up a lot of time for me as far as man hours. Like I would be doing my daily route where I've been doing my normal showings and appointments and etc. And then I would stay another 4, 5, 6 hours at nighttime back at the office because I needed to keep up with the marketing and the email follow-ups and all that shit to keep up. It was about I think 87 units. It was a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? And it was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It was very financially thing, but it was sucking the life out of me. When I would do those and I would come back 11, 12 o'clock at night, and she would say where were you? I was at the office, and it would happen for a few weeks in a row. The fact that I never saw her actually show up by the office or come by there or anything like that, or hey, you know what? Are you hungry? You want to bring me something to let me bring you dinner while you're working, something along those lines.
Did she ever
when I
call
saw
you
that? Rarely, unless she was asking me to do something.
See, I get
unless I would get my what my phone calls would be like. I need you to pick up this, and this before you come up, and that's it. Or you need to go pick up the kids, and that's it. Like it wouldn't be like, hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
So when I saw those calls stop coming in, I knew it was over at that point. And in my mind, I was like, I'll live with this. But in my head, it was if she ever was to ask me for a divorce, I wouldn't deny her. And that's actually what happened because she at one point said, I think she. I really believe to this day that it was a bluff on her end, as far as I'm gonna rattle him to get him to change or whatever the case is. But I was already cold at that point, I was done at that point. Now you're waiting to have this thing. I've been I've been a shell of myself for fucking years now.
The communication part comes in. See, there was no communication. It was too long. You went too long, no communication. That's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. So
that's the thing, communication, man. You gotta have it.
You gotta do things together.
Looks like CJ's calmed down, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna.
Wait till I get on later.
Hey, maybe I'll jump on with you, man.
Good hearing you two guys. Good hearing.
Right.
The chat room had wise comments in the chat room as well. So
the chat's been awesome, dude. We got aggressively relaxing, join Beckerman, Chaos and Comics, Miss So.
Yeah, Chaos and Comics.
How's everybody?
Who Dat Comics and Movies.
Who Dat joined as well.
Rita 666. Yeah, everybody's there.
I think people were only jumping in because they didn't know.
Dude.
I think the only reason people were jumping in because they didn't know what the fuck was going to come out of my mouth. They didn't know which direction this was going to go. I bet they didn't think it was going to go into divorce counsel.
Hey, CJ, who that wants to join?
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out as well, man. I gotta go shower and stuff.
Okay, see you guys.
So I'll see you guys soon, all right? CJ, hang in there, CJ.
Guys, I just parked. I'm gonna end the stream, but I will start a new stream within the next half an hour to 45 minutes, so I could actually put all my conclusive thoughts together. So anybody that wants to jump in during that time, they're more than welcome to.
Sounds good.
But now I gotta go.
Communicate with my wife.
There you go. And I gotta get out of my car, take my stuff out of the car. I gotta go pee, and that's it.
Be good then. I'll see you soon then. Be good.
I appreciate you guys.
Be good.
I'll catch you guys soon. Okay, done. Done for now. Done. Done. All right. You got to see my hand. All right. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.